Hi, and welcome to today's daily reading, which is for April the 27th. And as always, it's coming from Jesus Calling, Enjoying Peace in His Presence by Sarah Young. It's a short reading today, so more time for me to talk. Come to me with empty hands and an open heart, ready to receive abundant blessings. I know the depth and breadth of your neediness. Your life path has been difficult, draining you of strength. Come to me for nurture. Let me fill you up with my presence. I in you and you in me. My power flows most freely into each one aware of their need for me. Okay, my power flows most freely into weak ones, aware of their need for me. Faltering steps of dependence are not lack of faith, they are links to my presence. And this ties in with John 17 and Isaiah 40, I think. My eyes are playing up a little bit this morning. Okay, so short reading, but about having empty hands and an open heart ready to receive blessings. And I think too many times, our hands are too busy and our hearts are closed, and we miss those blessings. We miss seeing them. They're always there, but we don't receive them because we're not paying any attention to them. So I think we can make I suppose, a determined effort to have empty hands and to ask for the blessings. And it's not wrong to ask. I think some Christians think that it's wrong to ask God or Jesus for anything, especially on like a daily, routinely basis. But I think, this book is inviting, or it's saying that Jesus is inviting us to open our empty hands and ask, because we will receive. And I think, more and more I am beginning to ask for what I need in this life. My weaknesses or my previously perceived weaknesses are just a link to the presence of Jesus, if I will allow it, if I will get out of my own way of judgment of myself, for being weak. The weakness is there. We're human. We can't be amazing at absolutely everything, and we can't be amazing every day of the week, every moment of every day. But we can think of ourselves as being amazing all the time with Jesus's help. We can ask and we can give him, her, it, the universe, God. We can give all our problems away. And I think what we're doing when we do that is actually we're giving them to ourselves, because we are part of the great cosmos. We are part of God. We are part of Jesus. And we have this brilliant light within us that will deal with the problems if we will allow ourselves to not, in our minds, try to work them all out. And in our minds, try not to judge ourselves for being weak. My power flows most freely into weak ones, aware of their need for me. And that's it. That's if you have an awareness of having a need, if that you're not strong enough to do it by yourself, then you can receive these blessings with your empty hands and your open heart. So just something to think about today as you go through your day. Jesus says, come to me for nurture. Let me fill you up with my presence. I in you and you in me. And that's the part of us being connected. We are the same. We are in Jesus and Jesus is in us. We are all connected to everybody and everything. So if you believe in Jesus, if you believe in God, then is it a step too far for you to believe that you are God, that you are Jesus? It's not a step too far for me now, but it certainly would have been a few years back, because that would have been blasphemous to think I was God or Jesus or any little part of them. And I think many Christians think that way, but I don't, because I think everything is connected. It's all energy. It's all, rooted in love. And somehow as humans, we have tainted it with the need for power, greed, violence. And it all comes from fear. But if we would let go of the fear and just trust that everything is okay. Jesus will deal with it. God will deal with it if we just trust and have faith and find help for our human emotions when they are bothering us. And my 5 minutes is up. Namaste. Love to you all. Bye now. Bye.